Can you hear me, guys?
Alaikum salam. Yes, we hear you, doctor.
Loud and clear, Dr. Nader.
Thank you. So, Alaikum salam wa rahmah. Just a second, we're gonna start in a minute. So, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to our Zoom meeting. Today, we're gonna start the meeting in a couple of minutes, but Dr. Rayan and her team will be presenting some different topics. Before that, I'd like to welcome all the new fellows. Welcome on this journey or this program. So I'd like to send you and some instructions to introduce yourself. Usually, we ask you to introduce yourself during this meeting, but for today, we have a couple of other topics. So we will go over the topics first. But for you, maybe I'll give you some instructions in the email so that you can let us know more about you. You will have your own time to discuss or to present yourself in hopefully more professional time for you and more time and more opportunity for you to present yourself professionally. And without ado, I'd like to welcome Dr. Rayan and her team. Rayan, do you have your team ready for today's agenda?
We do. I just need you to enable screen sharing if you don't mind.
All right. Just
Yeah, no worries. So, assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Rayan Hassan. I am the team lead for the Yellow team. Today, we have 3 topics that we're going to present. We're going to talk about the team approach. That's going to be presented by myself. Next is time management skills, presented by Dr. Eman. And last is how to create a better research poster in less time. That's going to be presented by Dr. Esraa. Followed by projects update and any questions you guys may have. Okay. So I'm just going to share my screen now. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so today I'm going to be focusing on team approach and medical research fellowship, enhancing collaboration and productivity. So the objectives for today, we're going to focus on what is medical research fellowship, advantages of a team approach, characteristics of an effective research team, building and managing a research team, successful team collaboration, challenges, strategies, and then tools and technologies for team collaboration. So what is the medical research fellowship? So Dr. Nader last week explained it great. I'm just going to summarize it again. So medical research fellowship, it's a structured program designed to provide training and mentorship to individuals within the medical research field. Fellows will typically engage in research projects under the guidance of experienced seniors, and our program director was Dr. Nader. So the importance of research fellowships in advancing medical knowledge. So research fellowships offer opportunities for research experience, skill development, and networking, contributing to the generation of new knowledge and innovations in healthcare. So if you guys find a gap in knowledge, that will allow you guys to be able to, find different information and lead a project. Okay, so what are the advantages of a team approach? First is increased productivity and efficiency. So you want to be able to leverage strengths of individual team members. This can help tasks run more efficiently and produce research outputs in a shorter time frame. What I mean by that is if you guys have a set goal for how long you're willing to work on a specific topic, being able to take different strengths from many different people within your team, it'll be able to help you guys take advantage of that. Next is the diverse perspectives. So collaboration among individuals with different backgrounds and expertise. This can foster creativity and new approaches to solving research problems. So within your team, you want to make sure that you guys have a mixed team of people who have done the fellowship before. So, take advice from your seniors, as well as allowing people who are new to the fellowship to be able to gain that expertise from everyone and hopefully allow them to facilitate future projects on their own. Next is enhanced learning opportunities. So working in a team environment, this is going to provide opportunities for growth and skill development through knowledge sharing, mentorship, and peer support. Yeah, so just going off of what I mentioned earlier. So next, characteristics of an effective research team. Most important thing is clear communication channels. So this is essential for sharing information, coordinating activities, resolving conflicts within the team. It ensures that all team members are informed and aligned within the project's goals. So the best thing to do that we've done in the past in this fellowship is create just a small WhatsApp group specifically for the project you're working on. WhatsApp allows us to be able to connect with people from different areas. Because it's a telegeriatric research, Dr. Nader is allowing people to join from all over the world. So having that one platform that's able to connect everybody. Next is you want to define the roles and the responsibilities of every person on your team. So each team member should have clearly defined roles and responsibilities. Clarifying expectations helps to minimize confusion and ensure accountability. So I'll go into more examples later, but when I say define roles and responsibilities within the team, you guys are going to have people who have different capabilities and people who are able to leverage their strengths, right? So you can have a team within your team that can be responsible for like the data collection. You can have another team responsible for writing. So depending on, if there's a language barrier, you can benefit from those who have English as, their mother tongue as opposed to people not. And so again, learning from each other and just leveraging the strengths that every individual is able to provide within the team. Next is commitment to common goals. So a shared sense of purpose and commitment to common goals. This will help motivate team members to work towards a common vision. It'll help overcome challenges and setbacks along the way. Regarding this one, I think it's best to really leverage those who are going towards the same specialty as you. So if you have a team, all of you guys are looking towards applying, say, for neurology or pediatrics, yes, you guys are wanting to do a project, but your common goal is to work on that specific project in that specific sector. It is a geriatric research, so it's, it's easier for us to be able to work within the geriatric population, but this will also give you an opportunity to explore other avenues of research. Next, you want to building and managing a research team. So recruiting team members, you want to recruit individuals with diverse skills, expertise, and similar interests. So this goes on to what I had just mentioned, having a common goal or looking for people who are looking to apply to, the same specialty as you. Next is establishing team norms and expectations. So this is going to help to create a positive and productive working environment. This includes guidelines for communication, decision-making processes, and conflict resolution. So it's not to say that conflict doesn't come up or disagreements don't, but being able to have those expectations set will ultimately decrease any sort of conflict that may appear. Next is providing opportunities for development and growth. This is through training, mentorship, and opportunities for leadership roles. So throughout this fellowship, we have so many opportunities for us to be able to work together, not just on research projects, but training. So say, people have their exams coming up or their step 3, so they're struggling with a certain topic, you can always connect as a group and, mentor somebody on a specific topic, whether it's like ECGs, because even with the Saturday meetings, we focus on different illnesses. So as you guys get more into it, we may have a week where someone is going to talk about, cardiac arrest. We may have a week somebody's going to focus on diabetes. So if you have specific interests or if you have knowledge, you can even do that separately from the Saturday meetings and kind of just work together as a team. So next is challenges in team collaboration. So we have communication barriers. So communication barriers such as language differences, misinterpretation of messages, and lack of clarity can hinder effective collaboration within the team. This is key. Next, I'm going to tell you guys how to be able to avoid all of this. Another challenge that may occur within team collaboration is conflicts of interest or personality clashes. So differences in priorities, values, and working styles among team members. And we have managing diverse opinions and perspectives. So balancing diverse opinions and perspectives within the team while maintaining a cohesive vision. This can be challenging, requiring effective leadership and conflict resolution skills. So how do we try to find strategies to overcome these challenges? First is open communication and active listening. This is going to help foster a culture of transparency, trust, and mutual respect within the team, enabling the members to express their ideas and concerns openly, right? So even if you are the leader of the team, it's very important for you guys not to, look down on everyone. No, but as a leader, you want to make sure that everyone has a voice, whether they're new to this fellowship or whether they have more experience. Everyone should be able to, have a voice and allow that transparency of different opinions to come through. Next is conflict resolution techniques. So such as negotiation, compromise, and mediation. These can help to address conflict constructively and promote reconciliation among the team members, okay? And the third point that I have for this is team building activities. So organizing team building activities provides opportunities for team members to bond, build trust, and strengthen interpersonal relationships, ultimately enhancing collaboration and team cohesion. What I mean about this is once you guys have formed a team, once you guys have, identified the gap of knowledge that you guys are looking to do, you don't necessarily need to get right into the research and, divide the tasks and roles, but just meet over, Skype or Zoom, whatever platform is comfortable for you, and get to know each other. Allow everyone in the group to be able to see the different personalities come out so that you guys are more comfortable working as a team once, the ice has been broken between everybody. So the tools and technologies that can help regarding team collaboration, first is project management software. So we have something called Excel. I'm sure everyone knows what Microsoft Excel is. There's another platform called Covidence. So these management softwares, they're going to help facilitate task management, scheduling, and collaboration among team members by providing a platform for organizing and tracking project activities. So what I mean about this is once you guys go through your data collection, you're going to want somewhere to be able to add all that information out, right? So Excel has been a great source. I've used Excel many times. I just started using a new platform called Covidence. It's great because it literally allows you guys to be able to do everything a systematic review entails. So you can do your first title and abstract screening. Next, you'll be able to do a secondary screening where it's called the full text screening. You'll actually be able to read the entire text of the study that you guys are assessing. And then the third part is extraction. You'll actually be able to extract data from different, sorry guys, I apologize for the background noise. You'll be able to extract data from the studies itself. The cool thing about Covidence is it's not just that, you actually have a quality assessment portion of it that allows more than one reviewer to be able to assess the data and analyze for the quality as well as any bias that may be present. At the end of the presentation, I can kind of share it with anyone who's interested or even just send the link for you guys to be more familiar with the Covidence platform. Next is virtual and communication collaboration tools. So we have Microsoft Teams, we have Zoom, and we have Google Meet. These are virtual collaboration tools. They allow team members to collaborate remotely through video conferencing, screen sharing, and file sharing, enabling effective communication and teamwork regardless of their location. So we're so fortunate, to be in the era of the internet. You can literally connect with anyone anywhere in the world. So please, I tell you guys to take advantage of all of these different platforms when it comes to your projects. So in summary, effective teamwork is essential as it enables collaboration, enhances productivity, and fosters innovation. It encourages participants to prioritize teamwork and collaborate in their research endeavors, recognizing the value of diverse perspectives and collective effort in achieving research goals. So an example of a successful team collaboration, and I'm just going to go off of my own experience. My team and I just submitted an abstract to the American Academy of Pediatrics. So the way this started actually was I reached out to the WhatsApp group where everyone's in it. the telegeriatric WhatsApp group and said, hey guys, I'm looking to do a project. I want to do it in pediatrics. Is there anyone else who's, applying for pediatrics or interested in the same field? I had a lot of, requests. With the research, telegeriatric research fellowship, we always say try to limit the group to 9. So 9 authors, and then the 10th author is going to be Dr. Nadir, right? So I made up my group. We formed our own WhatsApp group. We divided the tasks into the data collection and then those who are going to write the introduction. So first I made sure that I focused on a topic that didn't have a systematic review. So in transparency, the topic was the impacts of COVID-19 on precocious puberty. So when I looked into the data, again, you want to make sure you want to find a gap of knowledge. If you choose a topic and there's a lot of systematic reviews that have already been done, it's almost redundant for you to continue working on that project because it may not necessarily be accepted by different databases or even organizations, right? So you want to find something that has some sort of gap. So when we looked at the effects of precocious puberty, we saw a couple of narrative reviews that touched base on it, but those narrative reviews were published in 23 and it only had data from 2020 till 2022. So I felt, okay, yes, maybe the project was similar or the title was similar to what we were looking for, but our data was going to look up until 2024, right? And so that's what we did. We divided it within ourselves. We made covidence counts, did all the group. And once we finished it, Dr. Nadir so graciously was able to review it with us and to look at everything. And then we submitted it. We don't know if it got accepted or not. We still have to wait. But this is just kind of an example of how to start. So within the team, all of us got really familiar. If there's somebody who had an emergency or something came up, they were comfortable in telling us in the group, and we were just able to very easily designate their part to somebody else in the team. So again, it's not about how much each person did, but it's about how much work we put in as a team together. And so yeah, that's my presentation. If any of you guys have any questions, please go ahead. Okay, so I'll give you guys a couple more seconds. If no one else has any more questions, we can give the floor to Dr. Nadir and then continue with the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan. This is great, excellent, and to the point. So this is just a summary. And what I want is some of the other fellows couldn't join, but we have a webinar or live stream on YouTube. I'm going to share the link with you. If anyone approach you and cannot log into the Zoom meeting, they can use the Zoom meeting ID and password, or they can use the link that I'm going to just share with you right now. So the link will be in your chat. How do I do the chat? Just a second. So in the chat, you will have the webinar of the Streamline ID for those who cannot join today's meeting, because we have a limit of 100 participants. Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan. If no more questions, we can jump to the next item in the agenda.
Yep. So does anyone have any questions? Okay. If not, we'll go to the next agenda, but I just want to ask, is someone possible to exit the meeting? One of the presenters unfortunately got kicked out and she's not able to join, Dr. Esraa. She still has time, but if somebody can do that. I'll give the floor to Dr. Eman for now. Dr. Eman is going to present on time management. Are you here, Dr. Eman?
Yes, do you hear my voice?
Yes, perfect. So feel free to share your screen and I'll try my best to get Dr. Esraa into the meeting. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Eman.
Thank you very much for your great presentation. Dr. Nadir, good afternoon. I can't share my screen. Can you enable me to do that?
Give me a second. Just a second. Okay. Dr. Rayan, I sent you a chat message. I'm gonna give you the. So
Yes, I
Dr.
just
Iman,
saw it.
try-
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nader.
Sounds good. Dr. Iman, try to share the screen again.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Yani, for your presentation. My name is Eman Abdelgadir, and I'm going to present time management skills. So as we know, we just have 24 hours a day and a lot of tasks to do in this time. So as if we get to manage our time wisely, we get to be more productive and achieve more goals. So in this presentation, we are going to discuss the importance of time management, and share some tips for efficient time management. Regarding the benefits of time management, there are many, including increasing our productivity, which will help us to achieve more goals while being less stressed, more disciplined, and by the end, this will help us to increase our self-esteem and achieve a better work-life balance. So these are some tips to manage our time. First, we need to set clear goals, prioritize them according to their importance and urgency, set a time limitation for each task, and take a break in between. Keep ourselves organized and get rid of non-essential tasks, and always plan ahead. We're going to go through these tips one by one. Starting by the first one. First, we need to set our goals, short and long-term goals. And when we can use what is called a SMART method, which means when you set your goals, make sure that they are specific and concrete, measurable. Decide how far you want to achieve in these specific goals to be able to evaluate what have you done in that goal later. And keep them achievable, attainable, and realistic, and relevant to your aim or the big goal of yours. And most importantly, to be time bound. Then we have to break these tasks or goals into smaller ones and prioritize them according to their importance and urgency. Starting by the most important and urgent one, get rid of non-urgent and not important one, and work on things in between. After that, we have to specify time for each task. This will help us to be focused. We don't have time to waste, and be realistic. And it also would help us to realize or recognize problems before they arise. For example, if our task was to review five papers, let's say, and we while we were setting time limitation for this task, we find that we can't do this in this allowed time. We can deal with this problem ahead. For example, we can ask for help for someone else in the team to do the job, or ask for some increase in the time, and so on. So setting light limitation is extremely important. And most importantly, the thing we love a lot is taking a break in between tasks. Watching the show we love, take a small nap, a quick walk, and so on. This will help us to stay motivated, will recharge us, and keeps us relaxed. And always we have to organize ourselves and our goals using different things like calendars, to-do lists, deadlines, and so on. And we had to learn to say no and to get rid of non-essential tasks and activities. This will help us to genuinely using our time in important things only. And the last and most important thing is always to plan ahead, to have a short-term and long-term plans, and continuously evaluate your plans. This will help you to track progress in your life, in your goals. And as you evaluate them, you will get the big picture of what should you do, the tasks you need to be doing, what have you done, what haven't you done, and analyze why some of the tasks were not done. Was it because you waste more time in non-essential things? Was it because you give them less than needed time, and so on? And eventually, this will help you to be more productive and to achieve more goals and improve yourself and your skills. And by this, I came to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope all of you achieve your goals and enjoy your time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eman. That was a really great presentation.
Any questions for either Dr. Rayan or Dr. Eman? Thank you so much, Dr. Eman. This is great, excellent presentation. And it's an important topic and important skill that we need to learn and practice in our daily activities, as well as when we join the residency. Hopefully, the training, you will have a lot of commitment or requests from your seniors, from attending, and then the patients, and you want to present the cases. So you will have a lot of things going on. You have to prioritize things and make sure you are on target as far as keeping your patients safe, managing them, and presenting the cases to the attending, as well as learning so that you can prepare for the board exams and so forth. So it's very important skill that you need to know. And we will have plenty of opportunity here to practice this skill so that you can sharpen your skills in that sense. Thank you. Dr. Rayan, did Dr. Esraa join?
So she's in the waiting room. So she's on the Zoom waiting room. I think you just need to allow her in.
See the participants, see the participants.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay, she
Dr.
joined.
Esraa. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum,
Yes.
Dr. Esraa.
Alaikum assalam.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so she's joined. Dr. Esraa, whenever you're ready, feel free to share your screen.
Let me just give me a second, Dr. Esraa, I think.
Okay, now I will try to share my screen.
Try again, and Dr. Esraa. Can you try to share the screen, Dr. Esraa? Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's start. So our presentation today is going to be about how to efficiently design a research poster for presentation in conferences and poster sessions. It's not about designing a traditional poster. This is a traditional poster, okay, and I'm going to discuss with you the reason why we can try any other approaches in designing research posters. So this is an example of a traditional poster. This session is going to be about designing a poster in less time. And we're going to design something which is going to catch the attention of the attendees. Okay, so in designing any effective research poster, we have 3 goals to achieve. Our first goal is to maximize the insight. We want whatever information that is presented in our poster to be efficiently transferred to the attendee. Okay. Our second goal is we have to keep the good stuff. Making a poster simple doesn't mean that we have to exclude all of the good information and the good stuff that we want to share. Good details are important in order for to keep a conversation going with the attendees. The third goal, you have to make it easy. It has to be as easy as possible for everyone who's willing to design a poster, from students to professionals. So in order to reach these 3 goals, we have to think as designers. The main role of designing is perfection is not when you have nothing to add, it's when you have nothing to take away. So we start with something that's very important that we want the attendee to grasp, that we want a punchline. Then we will add stuff that's nice to know. So let's take an example. We have here a poster for a presentation, and this is the traditional poster. So today we're going to try to turn this poster into something new. This is a new approach in designing posters. So we have a poster here. This is the traditional one. So we're going to take our results, which is here in the discussion. So then we choose a color. This is the theory of colors. We want to choose a color which is efficient in grasping the attention of the perceptor. So we have green, we have blue, red, and intervention, and yellow for intervention. And we choose the color according to the which part of the study we're taking. So here we're taking the discussion. So we're gonna go with the color green. So we took the discussion, which is we found consistent differential validity for some non-cognitive measures for predicting international students' GPA, especially with SGT, continuous learning, social responsibility, and perseverance. So this is very complex for a simple reader, and they probably won't want to stay too much to understand this. So the next step is we're going to turn this into a simple sentence, which is, it should be like very easy to read and eye-catching. For example, we turned this one into for international students, perseverance and sense of social responsibility are extra important for predicting first-year GPA. So anyone who's passing by, when they read this sentence, they want to stay for like maybe more 3 minutes and to know what's going on. So we took our discussion, we simplified it, and we chose a color. We put it in the middle. Okay, what if someone approached you and they want to discuss more? They want to know more about the figures. They want to ask you questions. We will add something called an Amal bar, and this is going to be on the side that you're standing. So let's say you're standing on this side, and you're going to have a conversation with the one attendee on one side. So let's say another attendee approached, and they want to read more about your paper, but they don't want to engage in a conversation. So we will keep another bar on the left side for people who just want to know quickly about your paper without your assistance. So now we have two bars on the left and on the right. Okay, we will add another item, which is a barcode. There are some people who don't have time and they want to go through the posters as fast as possible. So we can allow them to have access to our paper for future use. So they can scan the barcode and they can read our paper in their free time. For the barcodes, there are a lot of websites providing you with instructions to make your own barcode for the paper. It's very easy. So this is how it turns out. We have the main result. We have the Amal bar on the right side and on the left side. On the left side, we have the simple outline of our study, and on the left, we have the tables and figures. So now let's walk through the previous design, the traditional posters. So this is a traditional poster, and this is another traditional poster. This is another traditional poster. So just imagine yourself walking by, you have 20 posters in a row, and you have to go through these as in, like, let's say as little as 10 minutes, and you have to get the most information out of them. So with these designs, it's kind of difficult because you have a lot of information to go through. And now let's check the new approach, which is the simple one. This is the one that we talked about now. This is another one. They chose the red color. This is another one. They chose blue. And this is the outline if someone is thinking about using this approach. We have here the template. The template is very easy to use, and you can just add on your paper parts. There is this website which has a lot of ready-to-use templates you can use. This is a different one, but it has the same concept of having your one big punchline on one side and the rest of the information on the other side. You have the barcode. So this is just a different way of the new approach. This is another different template, the same approach. These templates are ready to use. I can provide you with the links. This is another one. So you can see they're using big figures and very big headlines. So if you want also to add some biology figures, you have some diagrams that you want to use. This is a very useful website. It helps you to create your own illustrations for your posters. This is an advice as a graphic designer. If you want to produce your punchline, it's very efficient if you put it as an left aligned. As center aligned text, people usually take more time reading it. Okay, here's some people who use the templates and they used it in real life conferences and presentation. This is one. They use the color green. As you can see, they use the same concept. They have a punchline in the middle, and they have the barcode. They have on both sides. We have the figures, and on the other side we have the outline of the research. This is another one. They chose the color blue, adopting the same approach. This is another one from the Cancer Institute. They chose the color red. This is another one that chose the color blue. So you can see now we have on the left the traditional poster, and on the right we have the newer approach of designing posters in less time. Of course, there's actually a big argument going on into which one we have to use. It's not a must that you have to stick to one approach. You can always combine both of them and come up with something that suits your paper. This one chose to go to include both the designs. So this is about the designing process. Their templates are ready to use. There are a lot of websites for creating the barcodes, and you can create your poster in in less than 10 minutes, and to create a very vibrant and eye-catchy poster. So if anyone has any question, I can provide you with the links of the templates. I can also help you with designing your posters if you have any conferences coming up.
Thank you so much, Dr. Esraa. That was great. Honestly, you provided us with a lot of great information, and I appreciate your ability to help and reach out to people. So thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Esraa?
Hello, Dr. Esraa. I just wanted to know if we have like an abstract presentation just involving like case report and discussion, but no sort of statistics involved. Is there like a templates website for that, like we can include in?
Yes, there are a lot of templates. I actually included only some of them, but the amount of templates is actually very huge. I can email you the templates if you can provide your email in the comments.
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you.
I can also help you if you have anything to, the color, the design process.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like if you have like a case involving, just like an interesting case with certain findings, we can do it in this format, like without the graphs and everything. Or
Okay, sure.
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah, the other thing we'll do as well for everyone is we'll add these presentations onto the app so that you guys can reference them for future use. Does anyone have any more questions for Dr. Esraa? Or anyone else or any other presenters? Okay. If not, thank you so much, Dr. Esraa. You've been so helpful. I also would like to just quickly share the covidence if you guys are interested, just to show you guys how to use it. If you guys are interested, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just share the link. Thanks again, Dr. Esraa and Dr. Eman, for your great presentations today.
You're welcome.
Okay. So would you guys like me to share? I'll share my screen and I can show you guys covidence. So if you guys have any projects you have in mind, sorry, Dr. Nader, I just need permission to share.
Okay, just a second, Rayan. Rayan, now you can share your screen.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was muted. Okay, so I was saying, guys, if you just write covidence on your Google search, it'll just be the first one that pops up. Covidence Better Systematic Review Management. We'll click on it. They have a free trial, so just sign in. It's already signed in, so this is just a project that I'm currently working on. So Association of Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. The first thing we did is you want to import your files, right? So you want to import them. You'll have the option. I want to import to screen. And it'll tell you which source are you importing it. So we use PubMed is where we got our resources from. So you can click PubMed and then you'll choose the file and you'll import it onto Covidence. When you do your initial PubMed search, you'll be able to actually save the studies that are all presented for you guys. So you can save the file, and then the file will just be imported onto Covidence. From there, you'll have your first phase of screening. So you have your title and abstract screening. Continue. So they actually present the abstract for you here. You'll get the chance to read the title, look at the abstract, be able to read it, etc. So you'll have it all listed. You can display as many or as little as you'd like. And then you're just going to click either no, maybe, or yes. Sometimes with the abstract, you may not necessarily want to exclude it, right? So you can always put that onto the maybe section. The neat part about all of this is there's the team, right? So I said you can add someone to your team. So if I click team settings, I'll be able to see, okay, this is how much Dr. Muhammad has done. This is how much Rayan has done. It shows us 23 has been done, 278 for 1 vote, and the conflicts. So this is great because it'll allow you guys to assess for bias, which you guys can include on your systematic review later. So resolving the conflicts, there are 6 conflicts to be resolved. I'll be able to put a decision. Dr. Muhammad will vote on his decision, and then we can make the agreed final decision. So I used to do this on Excel, so it was very time consuming, but this is so much easier for you guys to be able to navigate. From there, so that was the first screening, right? Title and abstract screening. It'll also keep track of how many you've included, how many you've excluded. If we go to full text review, you'll be able to click it here. So continue. I have this is if you'd like to do like I'm just doing the free trial. You can pay for it, but the free trial is great. So this is the full text screening. So all you have to do is really just click on the DOI. It'll take you directly to the link. Of course, it has the abstract at the beginning, but as you scroll, it'll give you the full text screening here, right? So you'll be able to go through everything, read all of it, analyze any data that you'd like. And then from here, I'll be able to make a decision whether I want to include it or exclude it. So I'd like to include this one and include this one, right? And then from there, I'm going to sign in on my other account to show you guys the extraction method, okay? Just one moment. So this is the extraction part. So when you click on the extraction, the neat part is that you guys can actually include your quality assessment on yourself, right? So you'll click it, you'll manage reviewers, you guys can be able to edit it. So our first reviewer is me or is going to be Dr. Nada, second reviewer, etc. So you can assign these roles. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys. And then you'll be able to edit the quality assessment and data extraction. So it's telling you, create a template to begin the quality assessment, and then create a template to begin data extraction. The quality assessment is based on the studies that you guys are importing. So cohort studies versus observational studies or cross-sectional studies. The quality assessment questions differ for all of that. But again, you'll be able to assess the abstract, pull it down directly here, or upload the full text screening as a PDF, or just click the DOI if you want to access the full text screening. Oops, I want to show you guys something. Sorry. Again, with every section, you'll have the ability to assess the team settings to see, okay, this is how much I've done. Has my partner contributed the same amount? So it'll keep track of everybody, and it'll keep track of how the progress of the work has been going. So here you'll be able to compare with each other, and then you'll be able to assess the completed studies as well. Go back to extraction. Okay, so I hope this kind of just give you guys an idea, and just an idea about how to use it. If there's any questions, let me know. I'll send the link, or you guys, again, it's just Covidence on Google, and you guys can use that. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan. This is also a great tool, and thank you for sharing. This is very useful. Hopefully, it's gonna be helpful for some of the fellows in this program.
Yeah, so we had a nice and short and sweet presentations today. If anyone has any project updates, or if there's any new fellows who didn't get the opportunity to introduce themselves last week, we're done on our end, Dr. Nader, so I'll give it on to you now.
Sounds good. Can you do me a favor, Rayan? So Dr. Rayan presented in the past some of the posters in one of the conferences. Do you have that available, Dr. Rayan? That you can share?
Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, I presented at, sorry guys, I have a child. So I presented at the American Academy of Neurology. My study got accepted by them. So I'll find it right now and share my screen.
In the meantime, I just want to share with you guys. This program is, in the past, I came from Jazeera University, and we call our education community-based learning. So we want to help the community while you are learning and doing stuff. So this program is based on the fellows. So we need to know you well and good. But at the same time, we want to accommodate on your situation. So in the case of Rayan, she has a kid at home. So we know she might be busy, she might have some sounds at the background. So we do understand that. If she is, let's say, not available for a period, let's say a week or two, because of illness of her kids or something, then the team leader will understand and then will avoid giving her tasks during that period. This is how we work together. So if you are in a team or during a project, you were tasked with something that you're supposed to finish, and because of family issues or situation that you are coming through, you can approach your team leader or the project leader saying that, hey, I have this and this situation, and they can understand. So we work together, so we help each other. Every one of you can contribute and share. And whenever you are in a situation where you need help, you can approach your other team members to jump and cover whatever task you're supposed to do. So without ado, go ahead, and Dr. Rayan, thank you.
Of course, thank you, Dr. Nader. Just to add on to what Dr. Nader said, it is a team approach, and I know Dr. Nader is dividing everybody, so everyone be patient. Once the teams are divided, we do have a WhatsApp group that we can add everybody onto it, and then the team leaders will be able to reach out to their team. So Dr. Esraa did an amazing job. I have a very old school poster presentation that I did, but moving forward, you know, we were given the tools to be able to modernize it. But this is a poster that I presented. It's the effects of anesthesiology on postoperative cognitive dysfunction. So I presented at the American Academy of Neurology. I included the introduction, the objective, the methods, discussion, references, and acknowledgement. I put the results in the middle because what I noticed was when I was at the presentation room, a lot of them wanted to know the results. Okay, this is the topic. What was the outcome of your topic? What results? What was the significance? And what did you find? So it's very important to not just include written information, but to include different graphs, because again, people are going to be coming in back and forth. Like you're gonna be exposed to a lot of people. So just having everything nice and clear and allow people to be able to take it on their own, as well as you being able to speak on it. The neat thing about the AAN, it was on a flat screen. So I was able to zoom in on specific aspects, but because most of the poster presentations are printed, again, using the color theory, like Dr. Esraa had mentioned, it's gonna be so much more beneficial to you because you can have the intro objective, but again, most of the time they will focus on the results section. And to help you guys out a little bit, when you guys do have an idea or a topic in mind, look for upcoming presentations, look for upcoming poster presentations or upcoming conferences so that you guys can be able to apply for that. When we initially started with our topic on pediatrics, we went online and we checked, okay, are there any conferences coming up? This will also help manage the time, your time management, right? So we had a deadline of April 12th. So we needed to make sure that do we have enough time to be able to conduct this systematic review, right? And so just Google search and see what's out there. The other thing is with the poster presentations, a lot of the conferences actually have their own journals. So the AAN has its own, it has the neurology journal. So any review or any study that was presented as a poster will also be published within the neurology journal. So you're going to get a plus. You'll get a publication as well as an oral poster presentation to be able to add to your CV. Do you guys have any questions or comments? And I think there's some senior fellows online right now. So by all means, please introduce yourselves. I think Dr. Amal is here. Dr. Amal has been a pioneer in app development. She's introduced us to the world of app development, and she's been so helpful in that regards. I'm not sure if she's available to unmute her mic, but she'd like to introduce herself and kind of give you a little bit of a background.
So Dr. Amal, thank you so much, Dr. Rayan, for presenting your work and sharing this experience. If Dr. Amal is available, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe she stepped out. Yeah. I see her name here, but maybe sometimes what happens is you join the meeting and you go for prayer or for some break or some situation. So we understand. What I think we can do is I'm gonna just go over some of the things that maybe out of ordinary. So what usually we do is we meet on this Saturday meeting. So to go over the meeting agenda, you will have a team that will be assigned to that Zoom meeting agenda or during that day. For example, today, Rayan and her team, the yellow team, are responsible for today's topics. So Dr. Rayan is a team leader for that team, the other team. So in advance, she will know that she will be available to moderate or direct the meeting. And then she will contact the members if they are available to present, whoever available, they can pick up the task or the topic they want to present. Sometimes there will be one presenter for one topic or maybe multiple presenters for one topic. And like if it's a big topic like heart failure, for example, someone will talk about the etiology, the background, and someone will come and talk about the new advances in management and so forth. So maybe more than one presenter. Let's say there is a situation for Dr. Rayan. She is not able, she's not able to moderate this meeting. So she can assign one of the team member to step up and be the moderator during the meeting. So someone of her team, let's say Dr. Esraa in our team, she will be available. So Dr. Esraa will be moderating the Zoom meeting. In the meantime, the other members will prepare for the presentation. Ideally, we will have our presentations ready in whatever format. Most of the time we use PowerPoint files or presentations. You can use slides from Google Slides, or you can use other type of files for presentations. We don't have a limitation of how you present. You can even present without any files. You don't have to have a PowerPoint presentation. For example, you can use the Zoom meeting. They have the Zoom app. They have a whiteboard. We can use that for demonstration and demonstrating some of the ideas or some topic or agenda or whatever information that you want to share. So this is how we arrange for the meeting for today, like every Saturday. Anyone of the maybe Rayan or some other senior, you want to add any aspect what I said about the arrangement for the meeting of Saturday meeting? Please go ahead.
No, I think you said everything, Dr. Nader. Somebody was asking, how do we know the itinerary for the meetings beforehand? If you guys go on the app, everything is there. You'll be able to see when your color or meet is presenting. And if you click on the dates and click on the agenda, you'll actually be able to see the topics. So for example, today, Dr. Eman and Dr. Esraa, they're not on the yellow team. I reached out to my yellow team. Unfortunately, not everyone was available, and I reached out on the main WhatsApp group. But even then, if you guys go on to the app and you see any topic next week or in the near future, feel free to reach out to that team leader. Dr. Esraa reached out to me, and she did an amazing job today with her presentation. So click on any of the topics coming up. If any of them interest you, don't hesitate to reach out to the team leaders. And the cool thing about this is you can even use these oral presentations that we're doing on the Saturday meetings. You can write those on your CV. So there's so much opportunity for you guys to add to your CV for residency applications.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan. And to demonstrate that in actual format, so I'm going to share the screen. So if you go to the app, you will come up about the first section here. What we do is some notification or some information that may be useful for you to use. And sometimes we have some grand rounds. And so we will have the link and more information about that. So if you have time, you can look at this. But regarding the Saturday meeting, as you can see here, you can join by clicking here, or if you have a problem, you can join using the numbers, the meeting ID or the passcode. Sometimes we have limitation, as we mentioned. we'll have the live stream on YouTube, so you click there. So all these meetings will be recorded, hopefully every Saturday, and will be available for you guys if you are not able to attend the meeting because of any situation, if you are working during the weekend, for example. To know what's coming, so for today's meeting or next week meeting, you click on the upcoming Zoom meetings here, and you will have the Zoom meeting calendar. So today, this is the meeting. Will have some of the agenda. If you click on it, you will have more of who will present what topic. Usually we have 4 topics or 5 topics, and we'll limit our presentation to 2 hours window. Hopefully we'll stand with that time. Sometimes we go over. Next week, for example, we will have another team. The main team will be presenting these topics, and I will expect some of the team members to add their name here. To do that, you can go over here and you add your name. Let's say Dr. I'm just picking up. Ahmed will be presenting this topic, so he or she will be putting their name here. Maybe 2 of them. So we do Dr. Ahmed and Dr. Ihab, for example. I'm just making names. And you hit done, it will be listed as Dr. Ahmed and Ihab will be presenting this topic next week, and so forth. So you will have the presentations schedule or the Zoom meeting agenda schedule by teams. Usually the teams in colors will be listed here. For the previous teams Zoom meetings, we can go over the previous Zoom meetings and you'll have the same list. Last week, for example, the red team was talking, or I was talking about introduction, and then some of the fellows presented something or did. Here, the week before that, pre-operative, the topic, and so forth. So you can go up to 2 or 3 years meetings there. The other way is if you scroll down, you will have some of the meetings in the section here, latest meetings, or so by week you can go, you can see all of them here. If you are interested in a specific topic, let's say Dr. Esraa mentioned time management. So we talked about that in the past. So if you click, maybe let's say stroke. If you can see how many times we presented about stroke, and you can look at these meetings recorded videos. So this is how you can navigate the app so that you can find out more about the topics either in the past, like the meetings, or if you plan ahead in the future, you can do that as well. You can stop here, and Dr. Amal, go ahead, followed by Dr. Esraa.
Hello, Dr. Nadir. Hi, everyone. I would like to welcome all new fellows. I apologize for not responding because I stepped out for a moment. Dr. Esraa Salah, she's going to start with some introduction about the application, and then I'm going to continue. So I forgot to mention that I'm here to present our nephrology application, and we are so excited. We have been waiting for this moment. So Dr. Esraa Salah, please, if you are here, you can start.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, Dr. Nadir. Hello, everyone. So today I'm happy to share with you that we have completed the development of the renal wellness application, and we are in the final stages of preparing to upload it to Google Play Store. So I will talk briefly about the application. So this mobile application designed to help end-stage renal disease. It helped them to it provide them by easy to understand information about the disease. So in this application, we covered several topics like the kidney functions and causes and risk factor and stages of chronic kidney disease. Also, we we include some information about the different type of management like dialysis and transplantation, and the diet and nutrition, also the lifestyle modification. So also we demonstrate like how different foods can affect potassium and phosphorus level. So this help patients to make like informed choice about their diet and manage their intake of their food. I'm sorry. So this is a brief introduction about the application, and now so Dr. Amal can give you a live tour of the application, showing you how it works and all the different things it can do.
Thank you so much, Dr. Esraa. I think by this time you are all excited to see the actual application. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So this is the renal wellness application. We have this beautiful logo, and credits to Dr. Esraa Mustafa, our professional graphic designer who designed this photo for us. So thank you so much, Dr. Esraa, and she will continue to design the Play Store listing photos as well. She's talented, and we all liked what she did for us. So thank you again. And thank you to all team members, and of course our great leader, Dr. Esraa Salah. She has like a great plan for this application, which helps us all to complete the application easily without suffering. So this is the welcoming page after we have seen the first two screens, which are called the splash screens, the screens that shows the logo for the MSU and the logo for the renal wellness application. So here it says like, welcome to Renal Wellness app, your comprehensive guide to kidney health. Discover vital information on kidney anatomy, common conditions, treatment options, and practical tips for maintaining optimal kidney function, and empower yourself with knowledge and take control of your kidney health today. So this is just an introduction for the application. So here I forgot to change. This is the old logo. I should have changed it with the new logo that Dr. Esraa designed. But as I said, like we have completed 95% of the application, and in the next 2 days we'll complete it like 100% and upload it to the Play Store. So let me walk you through the main features of this app. So we have included a side menu, and this side menu includes the major features of the application. So in my profile page, which is the first page that the user is going to view, so here the patient is going to enter their name. So let's imagine that's a patient called John. Of course, he's not a real patient. He's 70 years old. He's a male, and his dry weight is 80. Dry weight is the weight that is calculated before the dialysis session. And also we calculate after the dialysis session, so we can like compare the two weights together to see if what is the amount of fluid overload. So the blood urea nitrogen, let's say that it was 50, creatinine of 5. He's an end-stage patient, and also serum potassium maybe 6, serum phosphorus 4, and calcium is low in renal renal patients. So we can say like maybe something like 7, and parathyroid of 200. So here, after the user enters their information, they are going to press on the button Add, and after that it will show all the information here as a summary. Here it says false because there is a minor like mistake that I just discovered 5 minutes ago before this presentation, but it can be fixed. It's not that difficult. I'm going to fix it after this presentation. So also after the patients add their information on the application, they can share it. They can share it via WhatsApp, via LinkedIn, Imo, and all like social media platforms. So here on the next page, which is my diet page, we have added about 40 items. And of course, there are more. There are about 300 or more. But we tried in the first version of this application to add the most common food items that the patient have. So let's pick, for example, potatoes. So it should show the picture here. Sorry for that. Okay, so the picture should be shown here, but I'm going to fix this mistake as well. So here it says like 1 cup of potato or apricots will contain like 2,202 milligrams of potassium. This is like in 1 cup, and it will contain 187 milligrams of phosphorus. And then it will include like an estimate of by how much would your or the patient's serum potassium increase if they eat 1 cup of that food item. For example, if the patient named John ate apricots, 1 cup of apricots, this might increase his serum potassium by 5 millimoles, and it might increase his serum phosphorus by 0.6. So of course, this is an estimate, and this depends on the patient's metabolism and depends on many factors. So we have included this clarification, which says that please note that this is a general estimate and individual variations in metabolism and potassium regulation can affect the actual increase in serum potassium levels. And we have added the same notes for phosphorus as well. So here, which is the information section, this is page number 3. We have included the most important informations that we think that a patient should know. So here we started with kidney structure and function. We want also to add images here just because for the patient to understand the anatomy in a simple way, there should be some demonstration. So it just says what the kidneys are. They are paired structures like are normally located between the transverse processes. So we tried to simplify the information as much as possible. So here also diet and nutrition. We have talked about the type of healthy food that patients with end-stage renal disease can eat, fluid management as well, and how to make healthier lifestyle choices. And we've also talked about dialysis and kidney transplantation. And finally, we have included some educational resources and supporting groups that patients with CKD can benefit from. So here, for example, the first one is the National Kidney Foundation. We included a description of each organization, and then we included a button that if the user press on it, it will take them to the website. Let's try this one. So it will take the user to the website of the indicated supporting group. So let's get back. Sorry for that. I have to close and enter again. Okay, so this is like our application. Here just we have added a disclaimer that we add in all of our applications to indicate that this is not going to replace professional medical advice. It's just to help the patient manage their illnesses. Also here, after we finish like 100% of the application, we are going to include the authors in this page. So thank you so much for listening. And I would like to thank Dr. Nadir for this great opportunity and thank all the team members and thank Dr. Esraa Mustafa for the great designs. Yeah, and I would like to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amal. This is great work, excellent, beautiful. So almost there, almost 100%. So This is how we develop the product. In this case, it's a mobile app. Hopefully, it's going to be useful for patients with kidney problems. So, thank you, Dr. Esraa, for the design, and thank you, Dr. Amal, and your team for this great work. This is excellent, awesome.
You're welcome, Dr. Nader. Thank you so much. And we have enjoyed working on this application, and we really hope that it will help patients.
Yes, sure. So, any questions for Dr. Amal, Esraa, or their team about this mobile app, or any comments? And Dr. Amal, please, can you just share with us how did you develop the app, like from the start, from the idea? So what I want to share is for new fellows, we want you to do some project, either in the form of research project and abstract, or research project ended up with paper that's published, or in this case, research in using mobile application that can be developed and we can share it with other patients group, like patients with kidney failure. Can you share with us how did the idea come and who started the process and how you created the team, just for the sake of the process itself? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So the idea actually was Dr. Esraa's idea, because she worked back home with renal failure patients. So she knows the suffering of these patients and what these patients really need to do, and in what aspect they need help. So she discussed with me the ideas, and we made a discussion, a Zoom meeting of what can be applicable and what can't be applicable. So after that, we made a plan. So I think this is the most important step in each project, whether it's an application or a research project, is to have a clear plan from A to Z of what you are intending to do. And after that, everything becomes very easy, actually. So people think that the building process is the most difficult. Actually, it's not. The most difficult process is to have the clear plan in mind. So after having the plan, we start to recruit team members who are interested in actually like participating in the process. So each team member has unique abilities. Like, for example, actually, I'm not good in graphic design, but I'm good in like the technical part of it. And actually, I have never worked with kidney patients, but Dr. Esraa have worked in the past, so she knows from the knowledge part of it, and she knows how to put a clear plan. So assigning the appropriate task to the appropriate team member, this is a key for the project to go forward and to finish like in short time. So I think this is the most important tips for the project to be successful.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amal, for this nice presentation of the idea from the start to the end. And this is how it comes. So it's a collaboration between Dr. Amal and Esraa, initial setup, and then they created the team and so forth. So for any of you who have some ideas of new projects, let's say I'm interested in designing a new study or a new abstract or paper, and then you come up with the idea, and as she mentioned, Dr. Amal, you will be the leader for that idea or that project. So to be the leader there, you need to have a clear plan and then get some collaboration so that you don't have to do the whole work by yourself from A to Z. I'm not saying it's not doable, but I'm saying when you have a team, you can produce more, you will be efficient. So instead of you can carry on one, let's say you want to write a paper, you can go from A to Z in that paper alone, you will be the author by yourself, and that's all, but it will take you a long time. If you divide that task between 2 or 3 other authors, you will achieve the same goal faster And each one of the team will have something to brag about with their CV and produce the result. And by saving that time, you can work on a different project or different ideas. So you will have more than one project for yourself. It's better than you work on one project by yourself. So the team approach might be more efficient and useful for all team members. I just saw someone raise the hand there. If there is comment or question, Dr. Abir, I think.
Sorry, Dr. Nadir. I just wanted to say one of my friends she was in, but she got logged out, and now she's in the waiting room. She said that she can't join.
Okay, I'll admit all of them. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Welcome. So the approach is to get the idea and hopefully you can create a team. Let's say you want to participate in a project, but you don't have no new ideas. So what you do is you can join some of the ongoing projects and be a team member in that project. So that's how we work together. So collaboration is very important. Any other questions? Dr. Rehan, go ahead.
Dr. Nadir, thank you very much. I don't have a question about this application, but I applied to the fellowship in 31 of March, and I could enter the previous Zoom meetings, okay, but this time, when I opened the app, it says that I didn't complete my application, and I can't find myself in any of the teams, so I don't know, maybe there's an error.
Do me a favor, can you send me an email with the same question just you raised so I can look at the record? Thank you. Dr. Muram, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Nadir.
Assalam.
How are you, everyone? Dr. Nadir, just I want give you update about our app,
Yes.
the dental care reminder. I'm so excited to share with you that the app got published in both the Apple Store and also Google Play.
That's good.
I sent
Congratulations.
email. Thank you so much. I sent email for you 3 days ago.
Can you send it back to there again? Just because I'm transitioned between two emails, so I will look that up if I find it. But if you can send me that email again, I appreciate
Yes, for
that.
sure, doctor. Thank
But
you so much for your.
congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. What's the name again? The app?
Dental care reminder.
Okay, I'm gonna show that to the fellows here as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Muram. So
Thank you, doctor.
Dr. Muram and her team also work on this idea. And if you don't mind, Dr. Muram, can you tell us a little bit, share with us about that idea? How did that come and how did you develop the team and how did you complete the development of the app itself?
Actually, the main idea came from Dr. Marwa. I prefer to wait till next week to tell her the opportunity to present the idea for you and for the other members.
Sounds
but
good.
we work. Yes. Thank you, doctor.
Sounds great. Thank you. Thank you so much. So again, in this program, we have medical graduates and also dental graduates. So some of the dental graduates also are working on different projects and different ideas. So we can collaborate between the medical group and the dental group. And in the past, we have a therapist also was working with the teams here. So again, I'd like to ask everyone look at your name. If it's not clear, your name on the list on the screen, can you just edit your name so that we can call you the right way? So there is a Zoom user, but I'm not sure. Go ahead.
السلام عليكم دكتور نادر. I'm
عليكم
دكتور
السلام.
كلثوم, new member.
What's your name? Your name again, just
دكتور كلثوم يحيى. كلثوم
okay.
يحيى. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a new member. Thank you for the prestigious opportunity offered to us. I have a question to Dr. Esraa. If there is an Arabic setting in our application or any language setting?
For the renal wellness application,
What? Yeah.
yeah, of course. After upload the application, we will work on other language, and also we have a future plan to make like update to the application to include more helpful features, and also we want to make sure the application it remain a valuable tool for end-stage renal disease patients. So we will, of course, we will do update for the patient. So this is the first step, and we have more to come, inshallah.
Inshallah. Good job, Dr. Esraa. Keep going.
Thank you. Also, we value your feedback. So anyone has thoughts or suggestion, please share with us to improve the application.
Welcome. I think it's so benefit for our patient in Word, because almost all the dialysis center have been in trouble. So that I'm asking if there is an Arabic setting, it will be more benefit. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. We work on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nader.
You're welcome, and thank you so much. And so, if you are not, you are a new fellow in this program, Dr. Khartoum. So, if you don't have a new idea, maybe you can jump and join the team that's working on the renal app, Dr. Esraa, Dr. Amal. Maybe you can add her so that you can work on the Arabic version. So you can help somewhere. For other fellows who are interested also in renal or internal medicine, family medicine, you want to join, you can do that also. And what the task will be is to increase the awareness of other people. So what you can work with the team there is to increase the advertisement for that app between you and your other medical students, other residents, fellows, attendings here in the US or overseas. So by that, you will help the app get not only published and stay in the app, but it will have a good impact, hopefully, for more patients. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too.
You're welcome. And Dr. Salah Hamza, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I have a question pertaining to the application, the app itself, the one you were just talking about. Do I actually need to have prior knowledge about applications like Android applications and such before I can actually create an app, or can anyone just start if they have an interesting enough topic?
That's a great question. I will let Dr. Amal answer if she's available, or I'll come later. Go ahead.
Yes, sure. So that's a great question, Dr. Sarah. So no, you don't have to have any previous experience. I had no previous experience. I actually learned how to develop an application while being a fellow, and when I joined this fellowship. So it takes some time at the beginning, but it's not as difficult as it seems. It's easy. I wouldn't say it's very easy, but it needs just patience and some time. You have just to dedicate time, and I think in a matter of weeks you will be able to develop your first application.
Okay, so that's a relief. Are there like tools where I could learn from, or a course, something that's hopefully free? Money is tight these days. That I could just start learning from?
Yes, so I would like first to indicate that this is not actual programming. So programming
Yeah.
needs time. Yeah, this is just a platform where you are going to use to put some blocks together to create a function. And this doesn't need any programming language or previous, like being a previous technology expert or something like that. So what I used is for the Codular and MIT part of it, I used YouTube. So YouTube was my main source, and other resources that I used, including like the community for the platform itself. So each platform has a community where experts in that platform are discussing different types of problems and how to create a certain function. So I also learned from them a lot.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I should start with YouTube first.
Yeah,
to learn the
YouTube is
basics.
actually great, and it will almost like answer any question that you have.
Okay, that's great to
Yeah,
know.
and you will find in many languages, Arabic,
Okay.
English, like yeah. So
That's
it's a
great
great
to know.
source to use.
Thanks a lot for answering me. And thank you,
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Nadir, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. This is great question, and good luck. And you can get in touch with Dr. Amal so that in the future, if you have questions or details of the direction where you want to go,
Okay.
she and other members in this group also, they are very good. Thank you.
Welcome, absolutely welcome.
So this is how we create or establish new communication or collaboration or work together. So if you have, let's say, an idea, but you don't know how to, and another fellow knows how to, but they don't have ideas. Another third one is in between, but they have time. So the three of you can go work together. One will come with expertise of doing the thing. The other one will come with the ideas and the details of the steps. And the third one maybe will do the actual work, putting things together. So by the end of that, the whole team will create a good, nice product that will hopefully benefit the community. Or in this case, for example, renal program for renal patients or patients with renal disease. Any other questions or comments? If not, I'm gonna share the screen again with you guys and gonna go over some of the basics here.
Hi, I had a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, first of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and allowing me to work with you. It's a pleasure, and thank you so much. First and foremost, I would like to ask, is it too late for anyone to join this research fellowship? Have you already closed their list, or would it be possible for anyone else to join?
First of all, welcome aboard, welcome to the program. And this program, usually we try to close it mid-April. So if you have someone, if you can encourage them to send as soon as possible an email with some information so that we can let them join. Otherwise, we will just wait for next year or down the road maybe, and they can join later. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So some of you asked in the chat about the Teams and the WhatsApp group and so forth. So I'd like to explain two things. One is WhatsApp is one of the tools that we use in this program for communication, and you can use different apps or different methods of communication. So you can use text, you can call, you can use email or other type of communication between you guys. But for the newcomers, you can join the big group, the fellowship group, big group. I'm not sure if there is invitation there, but maybe Dr. Amal can share the link with the new fellows so that they can join a big group for fellowship. And that group will give you a chance to communicate with seniors. So let's say you have a question about the fellowship, some of the seniors will be available to help you address these questions. The other way around is when you look at the app, you will have your name listed in a team. So each one of you will have their own team and team members and team leader. So where you will ask your seniors in that team, that's also another opportunity for you, for the new fellows. So we divide it into seniors and junior fellows. So the newcomers will be as a junior for now, and then the seniors will be also available. Some of the seniors may already be busy with other things in life, so they spent 1 year with us and they left, or they started residency or fellowship. So if they don't answer you, don't get discouraged. We have more fellows who are available here, senior fellows, I mean. The other thing is the team approach or the discussion about that. I'm gonna go over this in a little bit of a detail with the file, so give me a second or two, but I will ask is it Safwa? Omar, go ahead if you have question or comment.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Nadir. Thank you first for giving us this opportunity to join with you in this telegeriatric research fellowship. It's very inspiring. I have some question to Dr. Esraa about renal wellness application or renal wellness app. I want to ask her how it takes from you, Dr. Esraa, to design this app, and thank you.
Thank you for the question, Dr. Esraa. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the question. So I just come with the idea and the information that I want to be included in the application, and the technical part. Dr. Amal worked in it. It didn't take a lot of time. So Dr. Amal.
Yes, as Dr. Esraa said, so it depends on how much time you dedicate for the project. So if you have other things to do, like a full-time job or any other like obligation, it might take a little bit, like it will be extended. But if you dedicate your time for the project, it might take like no more than 1 week. So it depends on your schedule.
Yeah. For me and Dr. Amal, we work a full-time job, so we do our meeting every Friday. So yeah, it takes like some weeks because we are working during the weekdays. So that's why it took like 2 to 3 weeks, I think, from start, but because we are working a full-time job.
Okay, thank you. Very inspiring, really. Congratulations for your achievement. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for the question and the answers. So I'm gonna share with you. So one thing we want to do is we want to work together in this program. So this program usually is built by you guys. So I'm just a moderator or organizer or helping you connect and do stuff together. So what I want from you is work in Word documents, or in this case, Google Documents, for example. You can use collaboration, so you can add more people to the document, wherever you think they can contribute, for example. So in this document, I'm going to talk about rules and for the leader or manager. Dr. Rayan mentioned or presented the topic about the teams and team approach and how we can create these teams. So right now we are dividing you into separate teams. So in the past, what we do is we have a team with a team leader, and then we have a project with a project leader. So this for this new year, we're gonna change the name from project leader to project manager, so that we don't get confused about who will do that, what, and when we speak, it's gonna be just more for clarification. So the team is everyone in this fellowship will be assigned to a team, and that team will have a leader, and that leader will be in that role for some time that he or she can decide, let's say, for 1 month, and then another leader will take care of the team and the next month and so forth, or every 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something you decide between you guys according to how available you are, how free or busy you are. So, and the idea is to learn the skill and get the things moving. So organize you so that you can do as much things as possible using your team, and hopefully you will get things done that way. Regarding the program itself, let's say next week the team will be presenting some topics. So the leader from that team will assign some of the presenters to take the topics and present them during the next meeting. And the team after that will talk about the Zoom meeting next week after, and so forth. But that's not only what we do. As you saw today, we have some projects. So the projects themselves, they have a different teams. So let's say Dr. Amal wants to work with Dr. Esraa on the renal. So they create a team that could be the members from any fellows that interested in renal, in nephrology, for example. They join that team and they work. So that project will have a project manager and then project team members. So they will be members of that project. So the manager will assign the plan, decide the plan, the task, and the deadlines for each section of the project, and so on. So the manager for that project will work with members of that project team so that they can achieve and finish the project in time. And sometimes we have the deadline. Let's say you want to submit an abstract to a conference. The conference will have a deadline. So the project will be an abstract, and the project leader or manager for that project will try to push everyone in that team to finish that project so that by the deadline, they will have the abstract ready and submit the abstract. Sometimes this process may take time, and sometimes it may take some money. For example, you want to publish an article in some of the journals. So some of the team members may share together to cover that cost. In the past, we have some funding from MCO to help cover some of the cost, but currently we don't have any funding. So sometimes we work together to cover some of these costs, the members of the project for that. And to overcome some of these things, I would suggest from the beginning, when you have a project that need to present in a certain city, for example, we have a conference coming in California. We are trying to finish the abstract and submit it to that conference in California. I would suggest that you include some fellows who are living in California, so that by the time you are submitting, and if accepted, some of these fellows in California, they can go. It's going to be less cost as far as driving or traveling or hotel and so forth. So we can minimize the cost doing that way. The third approach is the subgroup. And for the subgroup, this is a new concept that we will use. And we have a chief member and then the subgroup members. So the chief member is a person who will organize the subgroup and divide the task for this subgroup and try to achieve as much as possible within the subgroup. And the idea is we want you to be engaged, active, and participate as much as you can in many aspects and opportunities in this program. You can teach. So in the subgroup, you will have a small group. You can teach each other. And then you can put that in your resume that I was teaching. And this is my way of teaching. This is my method. This is my style, and so forth. So you can brag about how you do that in more than one setting. So this is an opportunity for you. You can divide the role also of the chief between the team members here. So if you are not comfortable to be a team leader, you can be a chief in the subgroup. So only a few members there. So you will just meet, discuss some of the topics. If you are preparing for step, let's say 2 or 3, you will work together to get that done and so forth. So this is the structure of the program. We will go from now on. In the past, we have teams and projects. Now we will add some subgroups. So if everyone will have opportunity to participate as much as he or she can. So this document will give you what's the role or what can the team leader, for example, do in the past. They work in learning things, and here are some suggestions. And the same goes for the project manager role, and is to also organize some of the stuff so that we can get it. As Dr. Amal mentioned, if you have a clear plan for the project, things will go smooth, and you will be successful finishing our project. This is what I want you to know, and we are still working on getting the team. So I assigned some of you in teams. If you go to the app, if you go to the lines here, go down, you will have some teams. And if you click on the here, you will have the yellow team and for example, purple team will have some of the fellows in this list. So again, if you are here new, please update your profile. So if you go there, click on your so that people will. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone. If you have questions, please raise your hand and go ahead. Dr. Qasim, go ahead. Thank you.
First of all, thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of this group. I wanted to ask, for example, I'm enthusiastic or aspiring for nephrology. Can I join a project that is not within my group and still be in a project that is within my group, or no? And thank you so much.
Thank you for the question. So welcome aboard on this program. So the team approach is just for organization. You can contribute to the program ongoing. So in the past, I used to communicate with here, and they will have ability to answer the questions. So that's just the reason between organizing these teams. So it's easier for us to coordinate things and answer questions and be efficient working in teams. But on an individual level, if you are interested in participating in a project, then you go to the project approach where there is a project. Let's say you are interested in nephrology, you catch up with people who are working on nephrology. In this case, let's say Dr. Amal and Esraa were working on a project like a mobile app, or if there are other group working on project on writing an abstract of something or manuscript of something, and related to renal, you can approach them and join their team or their project team. You can join as many projects as you can, but we want to limit the project team members to certain number of authors, like maybe 10 or so, or some of the papers, the journals, they want a limited number. But otherwise, if you are working on the app, for example, there's no limitation for how many members in that project team. So you can approach as many projects and you can join as many, as long as you have the time and you can contribute to that project. Thank you for the question. Dr. Zainab, go ahead. Dr. Zainab. Zainab Abdelwahab, go ahead. We cannot hear you.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, my name is Zainab Abdelwahab. And I didn't get a chance to introduce myself last time. I'm an international medical graduate from Nigeria. I currently live in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm applying to family medicine for the 2025 match cycle. I don't have a lot of research experience, so thank you so much for this opportunity. I've already learned a lot from the 2 previous meetings. My interest is primarily in women's health. That's what I'm hoping to go into. So if anybody is working on a research project involving that, and they had any ideas and would like to reach out to me, that's something that I'm very interested in. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zainab. Any other questions, comments, or ideas or updates? So the last thing I want to share with you is the structure of the Zoom meeting. So usually what we do is we will have some knowledge-based section where we will talk about a topic, mostly geriatric-based. We will have the slides already made for you guys. So you just review these slides and present them. Sometimes you may need to update them. So if you have new knowledge or you think there's something new you want to add to the slides, you can do that. You want to edit the slides the way you present it, also you can do that. The second item of the agenda usually will go over some kind of skills set or skill that you can go over. Like today we were talking about time management, and we'll work on some of these skills. Sometimes we will work on some tools. So for example, we will work on some statistics. So we will use SPSS or some other programs that can help us get some of the analysis done, or maybe some tools to help writing an abstract or a paper, like a reference manager. So we will work on that. Also, we will work on other aspects of the fellowship. If you want to work on your skills like presenter skill, confidence, or interview skills, and so forth. Last part, we will get in touch with the update, what's going on latest updates, let's say using artificial intelligence, for example, or using new things in medicine. So we'll have to keep up to date with our program. And sometimes we may discuss different topics that are urgent going on in this country, for example, in the US, or something that regarding residency or dental or something that you think is important. These are the section of the agenda items usually Zoom meeting team when we discuss or present this agenda in the Zoom meeting. And usually we will have this schedule, but we can manipulate, we can modify it as we go along. If you have questions or if you have suggestions, please let me know. You can send me a text or an email. We'll be happy to accommodate. So with that, I'd like to conclude our meeting. So I'd like to thank Dr. Rayan and her team and all the presenters on today's meeting, all the products that were presented, Dr. Amal, Esraa. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences, your products, your skills. And thank you all the attendees from today's meeting and those on the web, the live stream, YouTube, or those who will come and look at the recording later on. Thank you. I'd like to say thank you, Dr. Rayan. If you have any final comments, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nadir. I just wanted to mention one thing as well, in addition to everything you had said. Regarding webinars. So in addition to the projects and the groups and the teaching, there's also opportunities for webinars to be conducted. Webinars have been presented in the past. And so again, if you have a topic that you're wanting to present on, you can do that. My team and I have presented a webinar on COVID-19. We talked about the musculoskeletal, cardiopulmonary and neurological factors affecting COVID-19. And then we were so gracious to have a specialist come at the end for like different question and answers. And these webinars were like open to the public. So we focused all our expertise and then we were able to present it to not only physicians, but family members. It was live streamed on YouTube. So we had a lot of great audience that were present. So webinars are always out there if that's something that you guys are interested in conducting.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan, for adding that. Before we finish, any other questions, comments, suggestions, or ideas? If you do, later on, you can reach me, as I said, using the WhatsApp or text, or you can call or send me an email. We'll be happy to get in contact with you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night, evening. Assalamu alaikum. See you next week. Salam.